Hello students, today I will discuss ionic equilibrium. This is a part of physical chemistry and included in FY BSc syllabus. Ionic equilibrium means equilibrium established in between ionic species or ionic compounds. So, main points of this chapter will be theory of acids and bases, identify acid, bases, conjugate acids and conjugate bases, calculating pH for acids and bases, strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes, and determination of degree of dissociation or ionization. These are important points. So let us start. First point, theory of acids and bases. So there are three important theories regarding acids and bases. First theory is Arrhenius theory. Second is Brownstein-Lowry theory. And third is Lewis theory. So according to Arrhenius theory, acid is a substance which dissociates H+ ions in aqueous solution, and base is a substance which dissociates OH- ions in aqueous solution. These are the examples of acids and bases according to Arrhenius theory. This is nitric acid, and nitric acid dissociates into H+ ions and NO3- ions. Second example is an example of sodium hydroxide, in which sodium hydroxide dissociates into Na+ ions and OH- ions. Means in first equation H+ ions produces in aqueous solution, and in second example OH- ions produces in aqueous solutions. So these are the examples of acids and bases. But there are some limitations of Arrhenius theory. This theory restricted to aqueous solution and does not account for the basicity of substances, especially ammonia. So let us see second theory, Brownstein and Lowry theory. According to Brownstein and Lowry, acid is a proton donor, means H+ ion donor, and base is a proton acceptor, means H+ ion acceptor. So acid-base reaction is a proton transfer reaction. The theory can explain the acidity and basicity of weak acids and bases. And the compound. This compound partially dissociates in water. So, this symbol is used to show that reaction is reversible. So, these are the definitions and concept of acids and bases of Lowry according to Lowry and Brownstein theory. This is the example in which we can understand how proton can donate by the acid and accept by the base. So consider Ha is acid and H2O. Ha means this compound reacts with water. This is general acid or this is general compound in which Ha donates H+ ion to H2O, and this H2O accept H+ ion because in H2O there is a oxygen, and oxygen is electron rich and having lone pair. So this oxygen of H2O abstract proton from Ha and converts into H3O+ ion. This is called as conjugate base, and this A- ion is called as conjugate acid. So this is the example. This is a general example of acid according to Lowry and Brownstein. This is another example. Acetic acid reacts with water. It gives H3O+ ion and acetate ion. In this case, acetic acid donates H+ ion and water accept H+ ion. So according to this theory, acetic acid act as acid and this H2O act as a base. Now next example of, let us see next example when ammonia reacts with water. Ammonia act as a base because ammonia accept proton from water and water donates H plus ion. So according to this theory, ammonia is H plus ion acceptor, so it is called as base and water is called as an acid. And these are the another examples. Now you can solve these examples and identify or classify which substance act as an acid and base. Now third theory is Lewis theory. According to Lewis, an acid is electron pair acceptor and base is an electron pair donor. So OH minus ion accept proton, so it act as a base, and this H plus ion attached to OH and converted into H2O. So this H plus ion act as a acid and OH minus ion act as a base. Second example, this is example of ammonia in which nitrogen having one lone pair and nitrogen abstract proton, accept proton. So it is called as base and this is acid according to Lewis theory. And these are the examples. These are the another examples of Lewis theory. So you can identify or you can classify relative strength of Bronsted-Lowry acids and bases. Acetic acid, nitrous acid, these are the ions. This is ion liberated from sulfuric acid, and these acid in order of increasing strength here. So according to Lowry and Bronsted, acidic strength increases. Like this HCl is stronger acid than this H2SO4. Not this is H2SO4, this is ionic form, nitrous acid, and this is acetic acid. So these are the another examples, the bases in order of increasing strength, and these are the examples of acids in increasing strength. Now next point is acid-base dissociation constant. Dissociation constant means it is a product of concentration of, it is a ratio of concentration of product to the concentration of reactant. You can determine dissociation constant of any reaction. Consider this reaction. HA reacts with H2O. It gives H3O plus and A minus. This is general reaction. But in this reaction, let us consider first forward reaction. So in forward reaction, H3O plus and A minus ions, these are product side. These ions are placed in product side and these are reactant side. So you can calculate dissociation constant Ka is equal to concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. This is a formula of dissociation constant. It is a ratio of concentration of product to the concentration of reactant. Now consider weak base B, which reacts with water and it gives Hb plus and OH minus ions. Again in forward reaction, Hb plus and OH minus ions are products and B P and H2O. These are reactants. So you can calculate dissociation constant of base. It is a concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. So in this way you can calculate dissociation constants of acids and bases. Next point is, how will you calculate value of pKa and pKb? But before you can calculate, you should know first ionic product of water and value of pH and pOH. So pKa and pKb is the another way of expressing the acid and base dissociation constant. So pKa means negative logarithm to the base 10 Ka, and pKb means negative logarithm to the base 10 Kb. The larger value of Ka or Kb and the smaller value of pKa and or pKb indicates acidic and basic strength. And this is the exercise. You can solve this exercise and calculate the pKb for bases. Now next point will be Ostwald's dilution law and dissociation constant. Consider a weak acid Ha of concentration C mole per decimeter cube and degree of dissociation of alpha. Means alpha is considered as a degree of dissociation and C is a concentration, and Ha is a weak acid. So what will happen? Weak acid does not dissociate completely in aqueous solution. So H plus ions and A minus ions will produces in aqueous solution, but concentration is less. So consider initial concentration of Ha is C and initial concentration of H plus is 0 and A minus will be 0. When this reaction will start, what will happen at equilibrium state? Some alpha ions dissociates in water or aqueous solution, and some alpha A minus ions also dissociated in aqueous solution. So you can consider C alpha, and this is also H plus ion concentration is also C alpha, and Ha, concentration of Ha is C1 minus alpha. So these are the concentrations at equilibrium condition, and by using this concentration you can calculate Ka, means dissociation constant. So again Ka means it is a concentration of product divided by reactant. So these are the product side. C alpha means concentration of H plus and A minus divided by concentration of Ha, means C1 minus alpha. So alpha is very small. Consider 1 minus alpha nearly equal to 1, and you will get Ka is equal to C alpha square. Ka is equal to C alpha square, and by using this equation you will get value of alpha. Alpha is equal to root of Ka divided by C. So in this way you can calculate dissociation constants by using Ostwald dilution law. So in next lecture we will discuss electrolytes, different types of electrolytes and ionic products of water. Thank you.